Yo, what is going on, guys? I want to go ahead and show you what is one of my preferred ways of stopping the near close flex. Now, this is going to be a tip that kind of changes the way that you play defense against this, and I am in Baltimore's defensive playbook. So, I use the formation 3-4 over Ed a lot. Now, I know a lot of people use the 3-4 odd. I've broken down in the past how to stop it out of the over G. My sub tips on Twitch, I've broken down how to stop it out of the 4-4. But let's go ahead and talk over Ed for this formation, right? So 3-4 over Ed, this is in Baltimore's defensive playbook. The play itself is going to be Sam Crash 3. Now, the key to this is you really want to stop your opponent from being able to roll out to the two receiver side, right? So plays like Smash, where they've got the corner, the rollout, they'll do something like this, right? Now, the setup to this is very simple. All you want to do is you want to pinch your whole team, and you do that by hitting the left bumper down on the left analog stick, and then you're going to QB contain. Looks just like that. Now, you can make other adjustments. So you can put this strong safety on this right-hand side into an inside third. That's going to free up your user to play whatever you want. In addition to that, a thing I recommend doing is putting your ISO side receiver on a deep half. That's going to prevent you from getting cover 3 bombed. Now, you can kind of mix and match with this, right? So if you don't want the cover 3 bomb, or if you're not worried about the cover 3 bomb, you don't have to make that adjustment. But definitely something that I definitely mix in a lot. So your setup's going to look like this. Your user is essentially free to go guard whatever you want. Now, what I do is if they try to roll out, right, and I'm going to double team the proper way. I'm going to ID the guy like I know he's coming free. This is going to be what most people do. Watch how this works. You'll see he never engages, right? So he just won't engage with a lineman. He won't engage with the running back, and it's going to completely prevent you from rolling to that side, and that's huge, right? Simple setup. We're going to go ahead and do it again. Basically set up already. So now if we try to roll out, make the same adjustments, where we're going to go ahead, ID the guy. See, boom, we roll out. We can't even throw the ball. It's that simple. This is going to prevent that your opponent, unless they are really good at running this formation, it's going to prevent them from running it. Now, you may be thinking, can they roll to the left? Yes. But that's kind of half the battle, right? So if you can completely negate their ability to roll to the right, now you can focus on this left-hand side. You can play that little chess match with them. So you can mix this up in a couple different ways, and the ways that I will mix this up is sometimes I will leave it as is, so where they would have to block this guy on a contain over here. And then other times I will spy him, blitz this guy right here, the linebacker, put him on the contain, so it'll look like that. And then other times I will blitz the corner as well as the linebacker, and I will contain that way. So it'll look like that. This is going to be the 3 ways that I adjust to the rollout to the left. Now, I know that's a little bit complicated, and it's going to be kind of difficult to show, that in practice mode, but the differences all rely upon your opponent knowing which one you're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and reset the play. If I leave it as is, and they just try to roll out, you'll see they can't initially roll out, right? So if they don't cut block that defensive end, they have no ability to roll out that direction. Now, if they do cut block him, as you'll see right here, that'll pick it up. So let's go ahead and just showcase this. Let me get off that guy. Here we go. So say they cut block the end over here to the left. This will work, right? They'll be able to cut block him and roll up out of the pocket. That's where the other ones come into play. So you'll be thinking, well, if they make that same adjustment, how does it work if you contain this linebacker? All right, so it'll look like that, right? So if they go ahead and make the same adjustments where they double team him, try to cut block him, you'll see now you've got this guy coming in free to where you can't roll out. So it's kind of one of those chess matches in terms of the left-hand side, to where they're not able to roll to the left, they're not able to roll to the right. And then there's other times where I'll just blitz everybody, right? So just say I want to, force them to really respect this rollout to the left, I'll blitz everybody. So I'll do this adjustment right here, and I'll adjust my coverage behind it to take away what I want. But say they go ahead, they get used to rolling out this direction to the left. Well, if I blitz the end in the corner, you see, you still can't really roll out to that direction. So it's one of those, force your opponent to sit in the pocket, .U defenses, and 99.9% of your players that run this offense have no shot at beating this defense. You'll have people that try to just abuse the fullback dive, and although they'll pick up a couple yards here and there, since we do have everybody in the gaps, they're not going to beat you with that, right? They're not going to just pound the ball. And I think that's key, right? So if I have to give my opponent something, I'm going to give them that fullback dive knowing that I can take it away in other sets. Like if I want to completely hit it in the backfield, I can do that a lot of the times out of either 4-4 over G or 3-4 odd. But I go to this when I'm completely hell-bent on not allowing them to pass the ball. And most people at this point, they're trying to roll out and hit corners. They're not willing to take the 2-yard, 3-yard gain every single play. So that's my defense that I use for this very popular near-close flex formation. And I hope you guys enjoy it.